What's going on, folks? This welcome to our next team on our next
Ooh.
group of teams on the list for our NFL preseason breakdowns. And today we are talking
Mhm.
about, that NFC East. So today I got Ace with me. So
What's going on, everybody? This is my turn.
yeah, it's his turn. So now you guys have to listen to him and everything he has
hmm
to say.
The
Isn't that
memeables division. We're doing the memeable division right now.
the NFC least division, as most
Mm-hmm.
people would call it? Honestly,
I
because if
know what's that.
you Dude, when I start talking about this, it's actually going to be very laughable what this division. Oh my god, sir, sir,
Violation.
he.
That's right. That's a violation.
Let's go ahead and dive into it. What's the first team we got on the list? All right, so
New
okay,
York football. The New Jersey football Giants.
yeah, the New York Football Giants are the first
New
team on
Jersey.
New Jersey. Oh, okay, New Jersey Football Giants, first team we have on the
Mm-hmm.
list. So last year they went 4-13. Couple of key additions they have are Matt Breida and Ricky Seals Jones. They also drafted Kayvon Thibodeau
Count.
and Evan
You gonna
Neal.
count that?
Hmm?
You gotta count Mount Burita and Ricky Seals Jones
Look, that
as
that
the
is
key
some of
addition.
those are some of the biggest moves they made. Don't ask me. They lost Logan Ryan and Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I
Great.
remember that. I remember that.
So go ahead with your thoughts.
Well, I mean, they did bring in a couple linemen, mainly Evan Neal to shore up the. I'm assuming he's gonna play right tackle to start. 'Cause I think Andrew Thomas, he earned the right to keep the job for this coming season because he played really well last year. Nate Soldier, I don't know if it was Nate Soldier or who was on the right side. That right side was horrible
Mm-hmm.
for the Giants. So Evan Neal's gonna come in, lock down that side. I mean, you brought in, I think, Joel Bonito. I don't think that was who they bring in. No, no, Mark Gawonski. Damn. Joel Bonito's still in the Browns, probably. My bad, that's on me. But yeah, they ain't making the playoffs. Let's get in right then there. They went full Bills front office and head coaching with John Schoen, I think his name is, and Brian Dable. I mean, not expecting much. I assume Daniel Jones will be. This is his last year. I think we can both agree on that, right?
You actually beat me to it.
Oh wow. Yeah. I really think this is. I think this is it for him, man. His last year, make or break. Has
I
to break.
I would I would second that. I think that this is the last we are going to see of Daniel Jones, not in the NFL, but I think this is the last we've
Hmm.
seen him in a Giants uniform. Him with that little lost look on his face right there, as you can see in the background behind us.
I mean, he's a worse Trubisky.
He's a
You know what I
worse.
mean?
Oh, he's a
Trubisky.
worse Trubisky. You know what? I second
But
that.
Trubisky won games. Trubisky, he didn't have the best coaching, but he still won games. And at least when he used to scramble, he wouldn't trip up on himself and fall down face first, having a wide open path to the end. I'm memeing them. I told you this is the memeable division. It's only gonna be memes.
Okay, I feel you. So as far as key games go, there's a game against the Cowboys, and then also two. They get the well, against the Cowboys at home and on the road. They go to Green Bay. They get the Ravens. They get the Eagles, who is quietly becoming the favorite for everybody, and they have to
Our
take a trip
division
to
game.
the Vikings. Pretty rough fight.
Well, uh, they're gonna win probably one against the Cowboys. I feel like they'll win one against the Cowboys. Definitely gonna probably lose to the Packers. Definitely gonna lose to the Ravens, unless something terribly goes wrong again for them. And maybe they steal a game from the Eagles, but definitely one of those games gonna be an Eagle blowout. Probably the one in Lincoln Field. Be the blowout. And Justin Jefferson is gonna torch that secondary.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah, I can get with that. I can get with that. So
Uh,
also too, I have this question for you here. Are they a sleeper in the NFC East?
nah, Washington is.
Did they win the draft?
Um, I mean, pre-week 1, I guess you could say that on paper they won the draft. They got
I
the
mean, I
top
only say this.
position players on both. Coming into last year, they got the top position players of both trenches, but Aiden Hutchinson is shown he was better than Kayvon at the end of the season, so they got the number 1 offensive lineman and they got the number 2 defensive lineman. So I mean, I guess if you want to say that, yeah, sure.
There is also, I mean, I only ask this because it seems to be a battle between both the New York teams because the Jets claim they won the draft too.
They only win the draft when the players they drafted become all pros.
That
We're going
part.
under the sea. We're going under the sea, guys.
Oh wow! So we're going
Yes,
under,
so indeed. We're
we're going
drowning.
we're going under the sea for this next one. Oh dear, the Dallas Cowboys, murder
Um, I
team.
say they have a horrible start, and Sean Payton, Mike McCarthy's getting fired before Christmas.
Jeez,
That's my bold prediction. Bold prediction.
jeez.
That's not gonna probably happen. They'll probably make the playoffs, get bounced in the first round, but Mike McCarthy will be stuck there again. Who knows?
Jeez. So yeah, last year they won the division. They went 12-5. The two key additions, well, three that I can speak of that are pretty significant. That's because outside of these, there ain't nothing else. Marquise Bell, Malik Davis, and Dante Fowler.
Did they draft the wide receiver? They replace Amari Cooper.
Yeah,
I know they gave Michael Gallup a contract. They gave Michael Gallup a nice contract coming off his injury. I don't know if he was worth that. They lost. I want to say it was Cedric Wilson or
they lost.
another.
They lost both Cedric Wilson and Amari Cooper.
Okay, and Cedric Wilson was the one who went to Miami. I'm pretty sure.
I believe so because Amari Cooper's in
Yeah,
Cleveland.
Noah Brown. They kept Noah Brown. I think
They
they kept
also
Noah Brown and they drafted somebody.
they also lost Leo Collins, Randy Gregory, and Keanu Neal to go along with those other two losses. Key games this season include the Bucks and the Bengals in back-to-back weeks. In the first 2 weeks, those are their two games. Then they also have a road trip to LA to play the Rams.
Jalen Tolbert. He was solid. I liked him coming out. I don't know what he'll do this rookie year, but that'll probably be their Amari Cooper replacement. Sorry to interrupt you on that. I was just checking it out.
You're good. It's just that's a lot of holes. That's some big shoes to fill, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they also have road trips to the Eagles, and they get the Eagles at home, of course. But then they also have to go to Green Bay, which I believe is a late season game. So
Bengals and the Rams games. Bengals and Rams games.
you said they'll win those?
No. Those are like the key big games I like for them. They're gonna definitely lose the Bucks. They're gonna lose They're gonna lose one of the two to the Eagles, and they're gonna lose in Green Bay. Most likely.
Yeah.
It depends on what. It depends on what what's the name Christian Watson does with the offense with Aaron Rodgers, but
By then
Green
we'll
Bay's got a defense, it'll kill him.
we'll know what Green Bay's made of by the time Dallas and Green Bay meet up. The other thing too is I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it from NFL Network where they were talking about Dak Prescott plans. They plan to have Dak Prescott run the ball himself more this season in order to help guide the Cowboys through the playoffs and potentially to a Super Bowl. So, do you think it's a good idea for this offense to be centered around Dak mainly using his legs?
He ain't Lamar.
What'd you say?
He ain't Lamar.
I agree. I can get behind that. I can definitely get behind that because I don't think that he needs to use his legs in order to help this team be successful. He needs to use the weapons around him. If you're going to set him up to get injured again, if you're going to have him just run the whole time.
That is true. And also, Tony Pollard needs to be going 60-40 on Zeke right now. Until Zeke shows he can actually have a burst.
Look, You are not the only one
Not
that
70-30, other way around.
You're not the only one that believes that. Tony Pollard, to me, proved his worth within the kick return and special teams department, and now he's earned his fair share of carries. And I do think that he needs to get more playing time than Zeke right now because, and honestly, too, he's a sleeper in fantasy. Now that I'm saying that, so fantasy owners, beware.
Well, I mean, a game or two. I think last season, when Zeke was struggling, he gave me a couple wins.
Oh yeah,
I was using him while there was somebody that got hurt. Yeah, I had that horrible decision to draft Chris Carson. Yeah, right before DeAndre Swift.
oh my God.
Ooh, yeah, that was a horrible decision. I think Chris Carson is gonna end up retiring anyway. Rip him. We ain't talking about him though. Malik Davis will get some.
As crazy as it is to believe, we're going to see him in the preseason. So I think, and honestly, he probably will. But I think Zeke got paid and just has not been the same. So I think in order to humble him, Jerry Jones should say, you know what, Tony Pollard has earned himself the carries, and he needs to take them.
Jerry Jones, like, you getting money, you better play, no matter what.
Oh, of
He ain't
course.
humbling nobody.
And honestly, dude, I like Tony Pollard
Cowboys.
this year if he is running back one.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And then also speaking of speaking of Micah Parsons, do you think he'll break the sack record this year?
TJ just broke it last year. Or he tied it last year, right?
He tied it because I think it's Michael Strahan's record of 22, and also it's Michael Strahan and Mark Gastineau. They're tied for 22. Mark Gastineau set it back in 1984, and then Strahan tied it in 01. So the record stands at 22. So Watt had 22, I believe, but Parsons says he's going to break it this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, too, Micah Parsons did say he plans to have more interceptions than Trayvon Diggs this year. You can do with that what you may.
Oh, they made it a half a sack? Or no,
Yeah.
there was a fumble or something. They said it was a tackle for Watt, so he's tied, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay. And I think he got 23 for some reason, and I went to look it up, and he got 22 and a half. Because it was a tackle for Watt instead of a sack. But, that's really hard to do. I mean, he is a physical freak. I mean, it is possible he could do it, but they're playing the NFC. They're playing the NFC North, which makes me think.
The North, I mean,
they're playing the AFC North and the NFC North this year, right?
They're playing the NFC South and the NFC North this year. No, I take that back.
No, it's the North.
It's the North. They're definitely playing the North, and they're playing the AFC North.
It's the NFC. Yeah, I think it's both North teams. Yeah, so the Bengals got a good old. Well, they fixed the O-line, I think. Maybe. Ravens fixed theirs. Steelers, maybe he kills them. Maybe gets a bunch on them. Well, also that extra game for the season is helping both him and TJ get crazy numbers. So maybe, but yeah, maybe. I mean, the NFC North offensive line suck.
So they are playing, as far as the Giants goes. The Giants will be playing the AFC South and the NFC North. That's the divisions that the NFC East is going against this year.
How come the Giants are playing the Ravens and the Cowboys are playing the Bengals?
Because the Ravens did not win their division. They finished in the same place as the Giants.
Oh.
And then the
Cowboys. That makes sense, actually. That's that 17th game. That's right.
Exactly. Because
that makes more sense.
Yep. Because if the Cowboys won their division,
he will tie or break it probably because the AFC South offensive line sucks. They're worse than the NFC North. Like Texans, Texans, yeah. Jaguars, yeah. Titans, I think something happened with Lawan, I think.
Do you
Colts
think?
have a Colts are in like a left tackle purgatory phase.
Do you think that he'll have more interceptions or just as many as Trevon Diggs?
Parsons?
He really no. Parsons said that he plans to have more than Trevon Diggs. He said it himself.
Yeah, this man's Trayvon's gonna probably get like 10 picks, but also give up 2,000 yards. So I ain't know what to make of that.
Hey,
No, you know he'll get up. He'll get 10 picks, but give up like 15 touchdowns. I mean, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean.
it's true. I know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean. Now, how much will they miss Amari Cooper? Do you think? Because now you don't really have a true set wide receiver one. Well, CeeDee Lamb is number one, but
CeeDee's gonna be all over the field.
exactly. That's my thing. And then it's like, who else is really, really, truly reliable? Well, Michael Gallup, but he's not Amari Cooper.
Gallup's always hurt. Gallup's always hurt.
Yeah, see, so I mean, outside of like, you need someone else to go, like, that's truly reliable to go with CeeDee Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Yeah.
I don't get.
Julio ever get signed?
Who?
Julio.
No, yeah, Julio's still out there. Julio's still out there.
You got like big name fishing? Get washed up Julio. Well, banged up Julio, not washed up, more banged up than anything. His hammies are shot.
Oh my God. And with that now takes us to the Washington football. Well, not Washington football team.
Oh,
Not anymore.
Commanders now.
They're called the Commanders.
Washington football team really was a good name. The uniforms, at least. The W.
Yeah, no, it was.
The Commanders uniforms just suck. Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah.
No, well, didn't someone just remake their jerseys? Oh no, that's the Jazz. The Jazz are the worst jerseys in sports, but Commanders
jerseys in sports. I think these are the ugliest jerseys in sports, honestly.
You think they're worse than the Jazz rebrand jerseys?
Yes, I think that these jerseys are very ugly. I think that they should have just.
What they had.
They should have just stayed as the Washington football. They could have become the Commanders and kept the same Washington football team logo, and kept the same uniform outlook, and been fine. I would not have complained. But now they tried way too hard, and now this uniform is just absolutely horrendous. But let me stop on my bantering. Last year, Washington
additions, Howell, Turner, Jahan Dotson mainly, and giving Terry McLaurin money.
Yes, basically.
Did I summarize it? Pretty sure I did.
Yeah, last year they went 7-10.
You should have just said the additions where you just give Terry McLaurin money.
Yeah,
and
no.
Draft Jahan Dotson.
Carson
Wentz doesn't even count as a. Oh, you put him in like Keel Haas.
I mean, Fitzy retired, and then Carson Wentz. He was traded.
Yes, give me the memes. He came to Washington. Yeah, that's the L for that.
Oh my gosh, he's having so much fun right now with this division. So their key games this season include a game against the Eagles on the road and in Philly, at the Cowboys, both in Dallas.
Division games.
And then the Packers, the Vikings, and the 49ers.
Okay. Guaranteed L's. One of the two Eagles, Cowboys, they're gonna get swept. Split the other one. Gonna try to take an L to the Packers again.
Of course.
Vikings are probably gonna lose, although who knows? Maybe Chase Young, fully healthy, comes back and is a menace to society again. 49ers, it depends on quarterback play.
Yeah. I can get with that.
I mean, if Carson struggles early and Sam Howell did good in training camp and preseason, just saying, keep your eye out on that.
True. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh Jesus. I just now caught that. Carson Wentz was not a key loss. He was an addition, but I guess it is kind of a loss when you think about
Look
it.
at that contrast.
Oh my gosh. That's so messed up.
Why do you think I laughed when I saw?
Oh Jesus. I was trying to figure out why you were laughing. It just hit me that I messed that up, but I guess I did kind of get it right because they lost by signing him and accepting the trade. I don't know.
Trading picks for his whole contract.
Oh my God, what were they thinking? Yeah, honestly, I think Sam Howell's going to start. I think Sam
He's gonna
Howell,
start at some point.
yeah, because I think Ron Rivera is going to get tired of the experiment with Carson Wentz, and it's just going to say, yeah, you know what? You're right, JPeeps. He is a key loss. Sam Howell, get in there. That's what I think is going to happen.
Dan Snyder's gonna get probably kicked out of ownership by the end of the calendar year, maybe.
Something needs to happen. They've been letting him just, kind of just.
I don't know how
one
he
day at a
keeps
time.
owning that team.
I don't know why
I don't know how he owns that team still.
he's
You got
literally.
a couple billion. Let's go buy that team, bro. Let's get YouTube people.
I'm gonna tell you
Watch
now.
this video. We need to start a GoFundMe when this video come out. We're gonna put together our money group, and we're gonna go buy the Washington football team and give them a new stadium.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can. I'm gonna disappear off the face of the earth if I get $1 billion. I'm disappearing. I'm sorry. Look, you ain't gonna see
You don't
me.
want Tahiti and sipping Mai Tai every day.
Wait, say that again.
You're gonna go on some remote island and be sipping Mai Tais all day.
I'm be sipping more than Mai Tais. I can tell you that. But I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna disappear off the face of the earth. I'm gonna be gone. Gone. But yeah, as far as finishing above 500,
Maybe, yeah. Depends on Commander Carson's play.
Commander Carson's.
Oh, that's his nickname, so whatever.
Who gave him that nickname?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Always he's a commander, not a
book private.
Just because it's Washington Commanders.
Oh jeez. And with that, that's going to now bring us to the last and final team on this breakdown. The Philadelphia Eagles.
The predicted division champs. Slide on that.
Potentially. Yeah, A.J. Brown, Zach Pascal, both key moves at wide receiver. James Bradbury at DB. Jordan Davis and Dakota Dean. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
You know what I'm going to say?
What's up?
Maybe a hot take. Jalen Hurts will make the Pro Bowl. And he'll finish. Did he have All-Pro third teamer?
I don't know if he had an All-Pro.
No. Like if it was an All-Pro third team, I'd have said that. But I didn't think he'll make All-Pro, but he'll probably make a Pro Bowl.
I could see that. That's not a hot take in my opinion. I feel like it's realistic for him. There's some Eagles fans.
They're beating the Saints this year. Can guarantee he's going to beat the Saints.
That is a key game. They get him out. They get the Saints.
He will beat Jalen Hurts kills them, and it kills me because I wanted them to draft him instead of Cesar Ruiz in 2020 before 2020 draft. No, Champagne didn't want him. He was too stuck up with fixing Big Ten offensive linemen. Or just linemen in general in the first round.
So, key games include the Cardinals on the road, the Cowboys,
W,
the Steelers at home.
W.
That's actually pretty interesting. That's going to be an interesting game. Them the Steelers against the Packers at home. That's interesting, and then they get the Saints at home.
W.
They didn't lose a whole lot though. They lost Nate Herbig and Fletcher Cox, But honestly,
Fletcher Cox is back on a 1 year.
Oh, he is back on a 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jordan Davis is gonna be his replacement.
So him and Jordan Davis essentially are a duo this season.
One season, yes.
That's actually pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
I think you already said it. Will Jalen Hurts take the next step? I think he will too. I could see a Pro Bowl in his future, and I think they go back to the playoffs.
That's a better hot take. Fantasy QB1.
I can see that. I've honestly considered it. It's a hot take. I can get behind that.
How AJ Brown's health holded up is a key. Miles Sanders' health is a key.
Yes.
The offensive line, that is the biggest key, I think, though.
Yes.
Because they always have offensive line issues, like injury issues, and the running game is non-existent because of it.
I agree, because Miles Sanders and company, they need Jason Kelsey and that offensive line to be healthy in order for them to do what they do. Because I've seen Miles Sanders' work at Penn State, and even his work when he does get loose with the Eagles, like it speaks volumes. Like he's a terror. And honestly, I'd rather have him than Saquon, if I'm being honest. As crazy as that
That's
may
what I was just gonna say that we did not talk about if this was Saquon's last year in New York. Yeah, I think it is.
it might be, honestly. I mean,
No matter what happens, I really think this is Saquon's last year in New York. Because he was getting shopped earlier, too.
I can get behind that. I think it could be. It could be. Um, he needs to produce and stay healthy, in my opinion. Just my thoughts. But
the health of Saquon is the biggest issue for him.
But I do think that I'm like you. I do think this team is destined to win the division. I think that because I mean, no one's. This is a ever revolving door of champions in this division and stuff. So I could see Philly taking it this year. No,
Cowboys won the division this year, right? I think so.
The Cowboys won the division.
The last year, technically, they didn't do much with it though. They had the same outcome as the second place team, and less embarrassing fashion because they blew a lead and didn't remember how to do. Oh no, they got blown out. They didn't blow a lead. They got blown out trying to make a comeback and forgot how to do time management.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
Jalen Hurts forgot how to find number 6 on the field, but that's a different conversation.
Oh my God. Why are you like this? Oh my God. Folks, all right. Well, before we go,
I'm making it funny.
Ace, give me your rundown how you think this division is going to shake out.
Philly's gonna go probably 11 wins. 12 wins, win the division. Dallas, they're gonna have a rough start. I think they're gonna have a rough start this year. Probably start I don't know, but I have a feeling if they don't have a rough start, Mike McCarthy's probably gone this year. Either him or Brandon Staley's gone this year, and Sean Payton's gonna be the head coach of one of those two teams in LA. LA Chargers or Dallas Cowboys. Sean Payton will be replacing one of them two next year. I don't know, but it'll be one of those two for sure. And Cowboys probably 8-10 wins mostly, maybe at most. I could even see them being 6 teams maybe. But the schedule, they're playing the NFC West. I mean Seahawks and I think they are playing the NFC West, right? No, they're playing the North. We said the NFC North. What the hell am I talking about?
NFC North, South.
Yeah, AFC. Yeah, 8-10 wins for them. Washington, they have a wide range from either 5 wins to 11 wins. I give them a range of that. It could be from either 5 to 11 wins, depending on how Carson shows up. Hey, they got a squad on that defensive line.
Go crazy. Okay.
We're being hot. We're being hot today.
Okay.
And spicy.
So I take it you still got the Giants finishing in last.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. I'd say I'm gonna go Eagles win the division. After that, I'll go Cowboys. They win maybe 9 or 8 games. Washington again stays constant, maybe 7, 6 wins, 6 or 7. And then I think the Giants, they're going to be in the cellar again. I think
I got
five,
5 wins.
5 wins. Okay.
5 to 6. New
Okay.
head coach, first time head coach.
I can
I'm
feel
not
that.
really that high with Kenny Galladay as your wide receiver 1. Especially, Kadarius Toney's got his own issues in that locker room. Sterling Shepard is there, but he's always hurt. Can't rely on him.
Fair enough.
I don't even know. I can't name you a single corner on that team. Yeah, James Bradbury is gone. You forgot to put him in the Eagles key edition.
I did put him in there.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that. My bad.
Oh my goodness. But folks, that's going to do it for us on this episode. We hope
That's
you've
how you
enjoyed.
end it? Such a rush note. Fine.
I mean, I guess we might as well just end it like that. I mean, we already think this division's a joke as is. Y'all
No
take
kidding.
all I know is the Super Bowl champions not coming from this division. Y'all be not this year at least.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Y'all be easy. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. Stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one.